Everybody, how you doing? John here, and I am cruising in Antarctica with Albatros on the ship Ocean Victory. And if you're just popping by, this is the third vlog in a series of vlogs I have on this trip. In the first one, you can see we are in the Lemaire Channel at Peterman Island today. People are going ashore, getting ready there. So I wanted to show you some scenes from out here. As I was saying, in the first vlogs, we showed the embarkation process, sailing across the Drake Passage. I gave you a tour of this stateroom and showed you a lot of the processes for getting ready to arrive to Antarctica, a lot of the orientations and briefings and things like that. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you all the activities we've been doing, all the places we've been visiting since we've been here down to the continent and the islands. All right, let's check out the highlights as we cruise to Enterprise Island, Portal Point, Cooverville, Paradise Bay, Port Lockroy, and more amazing spots. I went on a kayaking outing in Foyne Harbor at Enterprise Island. It was a perfect day, and we paddled around the ice out to a 100-year-old shipwreck and saw some humpback whales in the harbor. Kayaking is an added fee excursion that costs $250. At Cooverville, we went ashore for a nice hike among the largest Gentoo penguin colony in Antarctica. The Albatros Expedition team takes us ashore in Zodiacs at each of our landing sites. The team goes ashore before we arrive and then stakes out the areas that are safe to walk and places flags to let us know our boundaries. This allows us to visit safely while also keeping our distance from the animals so we don't stress them out too much. On the ship, I enjoyed some time in the hot tubs, soaking in the amazing views all around. Now, the ship features two restaurants, the main Beagle restaurant that serves buffets for breakfast and lunch, and then plated dinners with menus. It also has the Panorama restaurant up top on Deck 8 that offers buffet breakfasts and lunches. But for dinner, it becomes a hot rocks experience where you cook your own meat on a superheated lava rock. You can choose sirloin steak, pork tenderloin, lamb chops, salmon, and tuna. And you get a full range of sides, soups, and appetizers. I've eaten here a couple times during my cruise. We were also treated to an outdoor barbecue on deck. The weather was just spectacular during these days as we were surrounded by clean white snow, incredible ice formations in the waters, and of course plenty of wildlife. Before we left Damoy Point, Albatross offered cruisers a chance to take the polar plunge into the icy Antarctic waters. I'm going to end this vlog by giving you some tips showing you what I packed for my trip to Antarctica, so hopefully this can help you with your expedition when you come. Let's take a look at what I packed for this Antarctica expedition. Now, keep in mind, I do carry-on only, and I was able to get everything I needed for this trip into an international size suitcase, one suitcase, and a backpack. So I'm just going to walk around the room, and I've already unpacked everything, so I'll just go through and find it and show you what I've got. First of all, I brought a couple of my GoPro cameras, and I also use my cell phone for all my video and photos. So you might want to bring a bigger camera with a longer lens if you're a photo buff or something like that. I found coming here, I don't need that kind of big equipment that takes up a lot of space in my suitcase because you are so close to the animals right here. But if you do want to get shots of the birds in the sky and a little farther away up into the penguin colonies and rookeries, real up close shots, you would have those camera items. I don't happen to have those. I get everything I need done with just those two items. That being said, I do bring a hard drive to offload my footage off my cameras every night and save it so that it is not accidentally lost. If I were to drop my phone or drop my GoPro into the water, I would at least have most of my stuff up to date, saved, and backed up. So it goes there, and I can use my computer as well for my daily work and journaling and writing my notes. So most people would probably bring their computer along, so I have that as well. A big thing you're going to want to do is pack layers of clothing for this environment. It's been beautiful conditions during our sailing, but you do want to layer up. So you start with base layers. I have those here. They're like a thermal that you put on your very first layer. Then you start building progressively from there. That might include some athletic shirts I bring to do that. You put those on maybe next. And these are also great because they have a gym on board. So I brought a variety of athletic shirts, socks, of course my underwear, and a set of gym shorts for that, using in the fitness center. You know, your athletic shirts might provide more of a base that you build up. And I'll show you more of those shirts. I'm going to go dig out everything I have in my closet, show you all my clothes. So here we go. We got more of those clothes that can provide layers and also be worn around the ship. These are long sleeve, zip up, pullover type athletic shirts, a couple of those. And I've got my Eddie Bauer First Descent pants with plenty of pockets. These are great travel pants, but they would go on beneath my waterproof pants. They do require that you have waterproof pants when you go ashore for the landings here on the Albatross strips. So you bring your waterproof pants, your base layers, and then I've got a couple of one I'm wearing. This is a Columbia sportswear type travel shirt, vented, also waterproof, water resistant. It's a great travel shirt in general, but it can be a good base layer underneath your parka. And speaking of parkas, you do not have to pack your own and bring your own. Albatross does provide parkas for you to use during your trip. They are also yours to keep if you want, but if you don't want to have the additional item for taking back home, you can give it back to them. They will clean it and donate these parkas. Rubber boots are also something you do not need to bring. They provide those for your use throughout the trip, and they're usually stored in the mudroom. You have a locker down there, so when you go ashore and come back, you just grab your boots from there and return them there so they're not coming up in your room trekking throughout the ship. So those are all your base layers you're going to need, and let me show you what that's going to look like as you build them up and get ready to go out on your adventures. There are a few more key items you're going to want to put on to stay warm. I bought a couple styles of hat. This is like a thin beanie. It's been pretty warm out, so I can use this most days while I'm here this week. This is a thicker cap. I can double them up and use them both or one at a time. A couple pair of wool socks. Nice gloves. And I've even brought some hand warmers. I wasn't sure how cold it was going to get, what the conditions were going to be like, so this is a little bit of extra heat you can put inside your gloves or in the pockets of your parka, so you can warm up your hands there. You definitely want sunglasses. Very sunny. The reflective properties of the white snow make getting sunburn likely if you don't have your glasses on, your hats on, and of course some sunscreen. So I got a couple of sticks of the roll-on sunscreen. And also, because your lips could get chapped, I got plenty of lip balm. And I also have been using these neck gaiters, which are very versatile. Throw those on, they're around your neck. You can cover your face when you are out on the Zodiac to prevent the wind from being a nuisance, but also it's a great coverage for your ears, neck, and face from the sun. So these are great things to have for travel in general, and they come in really handy down here. A little rucksack or your own personal backpack is handy to have if you're going to be bringing some items ashore, like extra camera gear, batteries, or some sort of things that you need to transport onto and off of the ship. A lot of people are bringing bigger backpacks or bringing hiking poles, things like that. They do provide hiking poles if you need those as well to use while you're ashore. They do not have binoculars on the ship in the rooms or anything like that. So that's something I noticed you might want to bring if you're going to be going out to the outer decks or have a balcony cabin and would like to have binoculars. You should also plan to bring those. I've got a water bottle. I brought that. There are water bottle filling stations throughout the ship. I've got carabiner on mine because I can attach it to myself when I go ashore. Items are not to touch the ground on shore in Antarctica. That's to help prevent the transfer of foreign materials onto the ship from land, and then it gets transported around the region. So they're trying to have tight biosecurity measures. So an item like a carabiner is helpful, so you can't set things down, but you can still keep it secure on your person. All right, let's take a look at a few more items that I brought for just the clothes that I will have while I'm on the ship. This is a very casual environment, nothing formal about it. So I have a pair of blue jeans I pretty much can wear every night to dinner. And I did bring a couple other style shirts that I would have for maybe dinner time or around the ship. And then I also did bring a couple of medium to light sweaters, which are good to have on. They look nice, but they also give you a little warmth. In case you're in a lounge and someone sees some whales and you want to pop outside, you're dressed a little more warmly. A lot of people are wearing their parkas around on the ship because they want to be able to go indoor and outdoor very quickly. I brought a little vest to provide a little warmth for that, in case I want to have something that I can throw on while I'm moving around the ship. Couple more items I have, and they're just kind of a personal preference. I showed you the water bottle, and I mentioned the drinking stations, the water bottle filling stations around the ship. But I brought a little concentrated flavor to put in my water. And I also have these kind as well, so they give it a little more flavor, and they have some vitamins and things like that. Makes the water taste a little better. So these are easy to pack, and you can look for those if you like those. As far as footwear goes, I've kept that pretty simple as well. There's a spa on board and a couple hot tubs outside, so I've got these flip-flops to use when I'm just walking around the decks outside or when I went to the spa for my massage. A couple of easily packable, flattened down Shoes also are easy to get into the suitcase. Those are for dinner time. And my main shoe has been this product, which I'm actually kind of excited from FitVille. These are some shoes they provided for me, and I told them I'd be coming to Antarctica. I'd like to try them out, so they were excited to partner with me and offer me these to try out. They are waterproof. They've got a wide toe box, so you can put thermal socks in them as well, but I've used them in the gym, walking around the ship. Very comfortable, keep me warm. I traveled all the way on the plane from the States in these, so I'm going to put a link to this product in the description box below if you want to check them out. They're a nice option to have, a good tread, so they're actually a good hiking shoe, a good work shoe. They've been very handy for me in Antarctica as well, so I wanted to show them off. And that's it, just those 3 items of footwear. Pretty much that is everything I brought. Not too much, but it's more than enough. Also, they do provide a laundry service on the ship, so you can do a bag of laundry for $50, so that could even further reduce your need to pack a lot of items. Thanks for checking out this vlog, and hopefully that helps you get prepared for your trip to Antarctica. See you in the next one.